Yo, my name's Zyne Wxv. I got an album out called God in a Dream. You should check it out. It's on all streaming services, and it's like nothing you've ever heard before. So I actually didn't really come up with my music. What happened is, during my sophomore year of high school, I was just sitting in my chair in my room, and it was just the middle of the day, and I had this vision that came to me, and it was this flood of colors and this barrage of colors that washed over me in my field of view. And then with that, there was these futuristic sounds that kept on popping in and out of my head, and this music that kept on going, this futuristic music, and that's what this sound derives from. But on top of that, was inside of this vision was the concept for a futuristic album of a future godless society where people stray away from God, and I'm currently working on that right now. So overall, the vision was only like 5 to 10 minutes long. So it wasn't like I thought of this stuff. It just came to me all of a sudden. It was this information injected directly into my brain. But on top of this, like, I never did drugs before, you know? Like, I never did drugs before or after the vision. And I haven't had an experience like that after the vision. And I haven't been the same since. My music is experimental electronic Christian music, but I often call it neo-synth just because that's what it is. It's new synth music. So this album is different than the album from the vision, even though it's called God in a Dream. The story for this album follows the main character, and it's a very abstract album, but it follows a main character that falls into sin and strays away from God, and then it goes through various arguments with various characters throughout the story, and then in the end he finally accepts God. So I wasn't raised in a Christian home. My mom was Muslim and my dad was an atheist, so I wasn't exposed to Christianity whatsoever growing up. But about a year and a half after the vision, during my junior year, I went into foster care, and I was placed with a Christian family where I started getting exposed to the gospel. And through them, I started learning more and more, and I made ties to the vision throughout the Bible as I learned more. And then on top of that, I was mostly convinced off of the historical fact surrounding the resurrection. But tying that in with the vision was really what grounded me in my faith and helped me come to accept Christ. So my goal is to create the album from the vision, spread the gospel, have kids, and then eventually die. So my style, honestly, people ask me about it a lot, but there's nothing really special about it. This is just what I like, you know, and this is just how I piece stuff together. But my tattoos have a lot more meaning. So the first one I got is God in a Dream. I got that right above my eye, and I got that just because, you know, I saw God in a dream, essentially. The next one is I got a biblically accurate angel on my cheek because they look cool. And then I got a cross over my left eye because I always want to see the world through a godly point of view. On my arm, I have Matthew 4:9 tattooed, and it says, "All this I will give to you if you bow down and worship me." And that's from when Satan was tempting Jesus in the wilderness, and I wanted a quote from the Bible on me, but I didn't want something like Psalms or something that was like soft. I wanted something really hardcore and like scary, you know? So I kept the tattoo as a reminder to not be tempted by Satan, even though what he may offer may seem like he's offering the entire world. The next tattoo I got is this God sees all with a planet and eyes and fire over it. And honestly, I just liked it because it's cool and it's futuristic, which matches my style, you know, with the planet and whatnot. Next I got In Christ with a skeleton hand holding a girl's hand over it, and it's got a heart around it. And I just love the tattoo. It fit especially well with the music video, just because, like, the main character, you know, the way that he separates from the girl in the video, and it's also symbolic of like love after death. Like, it sort of represents, you know, even after death, I'm still gonna love you, through Christ in a godly way, you know, and holding hands together. Next up, I got Jesus is God tattooed across my hands, and I got that because I wanted God to guide me through everything that I do. So it's a reminder to that. These aren't actually real tattoos.